Good afternoon. Yes, it's afternoon. As you can tell, time really is meaningless to me. I've got 12 years into this now, and it's like I just started yesterday. I guess this is a little more history. My second piece after the Anakin's landspeeder, which got destroyed by my grandchildren. Thank you, kids. Was the X-Wing, because that's an iconic piece. And I went to my sergeant and I said, Sergeant, I need springs. And since springs in prison are a no, because you can make tattoo guns out of them, but my sergeant knew me well enough to know that I wasn't going to make a tattoo gun, and I was actually going to make something functioning. And I told him I wanted to make the mechanism for an X-Wing so I could actually get the wings to open manually and then close automatically. And so he said, yeah. He sent me to a guy with a bunch of typewriter ribbons, and I took them apart and got the springs out. And this is what I come up with. Is this really cool X-Wing? Now, the thing about this X-Wing is that I learned some stuff, a couple of different things when I was building this. First off, it took me 65 hours just to make the actuation. There's a little lever back here in the back, and when you, it locks down here. So you push it down and lock it in place, and you're in fighter mode. So your X-Wing can do all kinds of really cool stuff. And of course, the canopy opens and there's all kinds of neat stuff. We'll show the close-up of that in a bit. And because it was spring-loaded, when you pop this lock loose, the wings automatically shut. And it took some time. It took me 65 hours to make the actuation. Then I had to start building the body around it. And so then I built the chassis. And since this was my first large build, I learned some things. I sanded spots off, and so when I painted it, those sanded spots turned out to raise up and be rough. There's a lot of them on here, and I didn't have any idea that that would happen, but I learned from that now when I sand an exterior piece, after I'm done sanding it, I put Elmer's glue on it and I rub it in. And it takes all this raised area out of the paper so the paper won't fluff up like that when you paint it. And the second thing I learned was all of my ribbing shows where I put my ribs in there to build the body. All of the chassis members, there's wrinkles on all of this. And so that's why I learned to put armor over top of the skin, because that armor hides all of your definition. Because when you glue a piece, it gets the paper just a little bit damp. And because the paper is a little bit damp, it conforms to the shapes that you're putting it on. And so what it did was, when it dried, it left the little ups and downs and stuff of the frame. And so that was the learning process. And those things happen when you're building. Hopefully that if you start doing these and you build with my techniques, you won't have all those kind of learning snafus that happen. And so anyway, I don't know if you'd like to get a close-up of the cockpit of this or not. I don't know how close I can even get, but I will let my video guy do that when I'm done here. And I'm done here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Welcome to the Paper Engineer.